She got a bit of a lift.
So far I've tested my new 4-cylinder Auto 70 series over 1,000 kilometres off-road, 6,000 kilometres on-road. During this time, a towing test which resulted in the 4-cylinder making it look so much easier than my tuned V8.
This thing pulled better up the hill than the 79. You can blame all the tyres you bloody well want. It pulled harder, it did better. It's a really good tow vehicle.
I feel like you're looking for excuses, Ronny, a little bit. I feel like I am looking for excuses, yeah.
We then loaded the 76 with a bunch of accessories and cargo, including 33-inch all-terrains, and took it on a 3-day four-wheel drive trip. And now we are almost at the end of testing. It's 35-inch tyre time.
The question is though, how will it go and will these remain on the 76?
Quick message guys, if you want to support the channel and you have a 70 series, you're gonna love these. Shop down below. Let's get back to the video.
I dropped a bit of coin so I could fit the tyres and the 35's came from my troopy.
Thanks, mate. Looks like you skipped leg day.
Who, me or the car?
And I must say, it looks great on 35's.
Morning, mate.
Tough.
Ronny.
Huge.
Ronny.
Very nice.
Oi. How high is this thing? I've still got the V8.
To help me and to give you guys a second opinion, I've invited Trav from PDP to come along with his V8 79 series.
35's, thinking too much to ask from that engine and transmission.
These are the following tests with the 35-inch tyres you will see. How it handles a sketchy situation, downhill, uphill, the auto box versus the bigger tyres, highway handling and gearing, all compared against the V8. And what will Travis think about the 2.8 auto? Coming from a V8 himself, this will be interesting. Feel free to skip to any point you find helpful, relevant, or you want to watch again. Let's do it.
This is the uncontrolled hill test, meaning we're not allowed to touch the brakes.
Now for the test I don't hold a lot of hope for. On 35's in first gear low. We've added this ghosting effect so you can see the difference in real time.
So this hill, mate, did you want to go any faster down it?
If you thought that was terrible, check out what it does versus second gear low in the V8.
Well, mate, if it was a race, I definitely think you won it. There was dust coming off the back of your car.
It was actually quite frightening. It's a world of difference. Looking at your 79 manual first gear low, how slow it's going downhill, and then you compare that to this.
I was liking the control I had, and I saw you go down there. I was just like, mate, you were you were going for it.
Not off to a good start, but this is what it does with downhill assist, which is normally absolutely useless.
Downhill assist reacts to rolling speed, which is delayed on stock tyres. However, with 35's, it reacts instantly, which is weird. It actually makes it useful. Downhill assist on versus off. The difference in controlled speed is big. Still, nowhere near as good as the V8.
Well, it's almost half the speed, wasn't it? You had to accelerate in the manual.
Yeah. I was thinking I was going too slow.
And that's the beauty of that. You got so much control. That's why I wanted to get the uncontrolled one in, so we can actually compare the raw difference, and it's vast. The next hill we're going to do now, rocks and holes and stuff everywhere.
So am I still going to see dust off the back of your car on this hill?
Well, hopefully not. You don't want to have dust come off the back of your car on that hill. This is the hill I've chosen to put both these vehicles up, the auto and the manual. Trav's going to be passenger until halfway up, then we'll swap over, and the same thing with the 79. And then you're going to get our true perspective and feel of what it's like going from manual to an auto and auto to a manual, and a direct comparison of the 35's with the 4-cylinder and the V8, which obviously handles the 35's beautifully already.
Let's see what this auto can do, mate.
Testing the automatic with 35-inch tyres, we both agreed would be best done under load. And it all went well to begin with.
It doesn't actually feel as bad as in a manual, because you just put your foot on the brake, stop here and have a coffee.
You can just take off, yeah.
You know, like, you're not, okay, I've really got to hold it.
Yeah.
I'm actually wanting you to put it in a not so good wheel placement just to see how it like drives out of it.
The saying goes, careful what you ask for.
Okay. We're pretty close to the edge though. Am I pinstriping?
It wasn't what I was worried about. Yeah, this is... Ooh. I don't think it'll be right.
How much more can we go?
Start turning left hand down. You're going to start coming down on the front.
Jesus Christ. I'd be lying if I wasn't myself then.
That was hectic. That's the biggest angle I've been on a 70 series auto, going up a hill.
It's well known that Toyota handbrakes suck, but hill parking in the auto is not so bad.
Still turn to drive.
So I just saw you about to get out of the car without turning off, and then I just remembered it was an auto. So I was like,
Would you leave your 70 parked on a hill like this?
well, you can, it'll just be down there.
Let's compare with the V8 manual.
Swap you.
Turn off the car because we don't have a handbrake.
Remember, it's a manual. It's a manual. It's a manual. It's a manual. Remember, it's a manual.
Alright, let's head back to the 76 Auto and get Trav's first thoughts and initial feel.
This is the weirdest sensation being a 70 series and you're not having to change gears. You've still got that typical, you know, 70, the steering wheel that, you know, like demanding, and it still feels the same in that aspect, but it is definitely easy.
Yeah.
Like, you could drive, eat your burger and have a coffee. I mean, maybe the coffee would have spilled back there. Straight away you get in the car, it's just a lot less going on. It's easy to drive, you know, just start it up, put in drive, point, shoot, tyres down. It's simple, it's easy. It doesn't feel like it's got any, or nowhere near like drivetrain feedback because of the converter. Like the auto's just absorbing it, it's so smooth.
Yeah, it feels quite nice and soft.
You know, you're not getting that like real slow down jerkiness.
Yeah. We are now in a 79 series V8. Rah!
Manual.
I'm already noticing jerkiness.
Come on, mate.
No, you are, aren't you?
Yeah, it's nowhere near as smooth as the auto, but yeah, let's...
It's more of a driver thing, isn't it? Your tyres are...
I can make it jerkier.
Yeah, I got up and hold on to.
But see there, like that.
Yep.
Whereas we didn't get that in the auto. And there. I thought it was just my driving, but yeah.
No, it was my driving too, yeah.
It was much smoother. That's been the roughest part of this track so far. There's nothing.
All you get is that movement.
Yeah, you don't get the back and forth, the drivetrain, that jerkiness. Or if you do need to stop for something, applying the power, it's just, it's a lot easier. So, I mean, obviously, had our cars for a long time, so we're well versed on what they will and won't do. Some vehicles, you put bigger wheels on it, you got to be on the gas a bit more to make it do something, to get it to be responsive. I'm surprised. The 35's, I was thinking too much to ask from that engine and transmission.
You didn't feel like you had to wait for the turbo or anything?
No,
like,
it was fine. It was
low control speed.
Yeah. I noticed when we were going up the hill, we were probably only doing about 1100 RPM.
Low range first gear low.
We're doing about just over 1000 RPM.
Downhill with this car.
So I do feel that I am
on the brake a lot.
Yeah, there. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Like back there, a significant amount of pressure on the brake pedal. I want to try out this hill descent.
Turn the locker off.
Yep.
There you go.
Snapped out. All right, hill descent. Oh, that's heaps better already. Heaps better. I mean, I'm still on the brake pedal. Now I'm not. I'm fully off. It's probably still a little bit fast, but that's much nicer going down a hill with that on. Do you know what was concerning me? If you had a big hill, how long before you'd have brake fade?
Yeah.
Like
Vic High Country?
Yeah, you've got nothing else to stop the car, the handbrake. Comparable to the manual, you just leave it in first gear, use the compression in the engine, and it just felt a lot more comfortable. That would probably be my biggest con out of the two vehicles, comparing the auto and manual on 35's.
It was great to be able to drive your car straight after. I was under the impression that I used the brake a lot already with a V8 down a hill. I didn't actually, because downhill, that does a way better job.
The manual for the downhill.
We're going to drive swap, or you can take this on?
Still a new car, isn't it?
Hold up. Go left on it now. Oh, actually, straight. Go up there. Uh-oh.
Straight.
Is that?
Is that the bumper? Straight, he says. Is that the bumper or the guard?
It's worse when you're in someone else's car,
Oh
isn't
no, I
it?
was like, I hear this noise and I'm like, that's scary when it's someone else's car. I was like I didn't think Toyota would actually ever bring out an auto in a 70. It's been a lot of speculation for a long time, and
Yeah.
I'm keen to see on the highway because really it's ticked a lot of boxes off-road.
On that note, let's check it out.
I've caught up to you. I'm in 6th gear. That was pretty cool.
I've got a technical problem, I don't have 6th gear.
Yeah, you don't, do you? Do you wish you had 6th gear?
Do you wish you had a V8? Is that a yes?
I'll answer that one another time.
Having the same tyre size, we are now able to look at the RPM and the selected gear, which will give us a direct comparison.
80 kilometers per hour, 5th gear, 1550 RPM.
80 kilometers an hour, 1515 RPM, 5th gear.
90 kilometers per hour, 5th gear, 1700 RPM.
90 kilometers an hour, 5th gear, 1650 RPM.
It's currently very similar, and the 2.8 has yet to hit 6th gear.
100 kilometers per hour, up an incline, 1570 RPM, 6th gear.
100 kilometers an hour, 1850 RPM, 5th gear, same incline.
The last question, with cruise control activated, can I still get 6th gear?
110 kilometers per hour, cruise control, 6th gear, 1750. What do you got, mate?
Trying to get to 110. I thought I was going to get overtaken by a 4-cylinder.
I had to back off.
I need to drop it back a peg.
The cruise control's quite aggressive.
I got cruise control on, 110 k's an hour, 2050 RPM, 5th gear once again. So part of our test drive and testing today, Ronnie's given me the car to drive back. We've just been through all the 110 zones, dual carriageways, and overtaking up the hills, power, taking off. It doesn't lack anything like I thought. 35's with the 4-cylinder auto. It's really impressive, nice car to drive. You come to a stop, you're looking for that left pedal. It's just a pleasure to drive. It's quieter, even though you've got the wind noise when you do get up to speed. It still is a 70 series. Ronnie, I don't think you're getting this car back. I like it, so you can keep my dual cab, mate, and I'll keep the auto 4-cylinder. Actually, I'm just slowing down. I was thinking, where's the clutch pedal? So yeah, 70 series, 35's, automatic. Yeah, you could use this as an everyday car. It's been an expensive day.
What, for you?
Yeah. might be time for a change.
Oh, wow.
So
here you go.
I like the manual, but having the auto, just around town as well, jump in and drive, it's easy. And obviously today, I get out of the car, turn it off, put it in gear, the auto, turn the car off, it's in park. I've been looking at the car, make sure it doesn't roll away all day. Or you get out looking for a rock, put it under the wheel.
At LANDCRUISER Hembrook.
Yeah,